Hi guys, this is the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. I am making today one of the most popular recipes in the world and I truly believe it. It is a pizza. So let's begin with classic thin crust pizza margherita. I'm breaking this recipe into 4 steps. Let's begin with the first one, which is making the dough. For which I'm taking some yeast, some sugar and water. I'm giving it a nice mix and this can stay here at room temperature for around 4 to 5 minutes. Now that this has air bubbles on top, which means the yeast has been activated, this goes straight in the flour. Well, find the detailed measurements in the description box below. Next goes in oil, a tablespoon of salt and water to start kneading the dough. I'm going to knead this into a soft and pliable dough. Now I'm going to transfer this on a clean surface and knead it for somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes. Now that the dough is ready, this can rest for 15 to 20 minutes under a damp cloth. While in the interim, let's move to step 2, which is making the sauce. So let's begin with the sauce for the pizza. For that I need some ripe tomatoes. I'm going to remove the eye of the tomato like this. The eyes have been removed because I want to blanch these tomatoes. Now these tomatoes go in boiling water. Now that these tomatoes are blanched, I'm transferring these into ice cold water. So let's start peeling these off. So the reason of transferring this in ice cold water is to give these tomatoes a thermal shock. So hot one and now a cold shock. So the skin comes out on its own. I'm going to cut these tomatoes in halves. And I'm going to remove the seed. I'm going to now discard the seeds and the skin. Allow me a moment to wash my hands and then I'm going to run this into a smooth paste. I have a juicer mixer here with me. I'm going to transfer these blanched tomatoes into the jar and run this into a very fine juice. Along with this, I'm going to add in a little bit of salt, sugar, and some cloves of garlic. Well, this is now done. I'm transferring this into a bowl. I've left it a little chunky because that's how I like it. Well, choice is yours. You can run it into a very fine puree or you can leave it chunky like I have. Now is the time to add in some fresh basil. And along with this, some extra virgin olive oil. Give it a mix and allow this to marinate for 10 to 15 minutes. Now this is the sauce how Italians make when they are in cafes and they're on the beach fronts. Well, if you wish, you can also pan fry the sauce a little just for 2 minutes just to make it a little indigenous and the way we like it at home. Now that the dough and sauce both are ready, let's move to step 3, which is rolling it into a thin crust. Now this is the step where you can decide the thickness of the pizza. So whether you want a thin pizza or a thick pizza, choice is yours. So I'm just taking like a handful of the dough, dabbing a little flour on the surface. I'm going to roll this into a very thin dough. Now this goes on a baking tray. I'm going to cut the excess dough according to the size of my tray. I'm going to top this now with our tomato sauce. Do not overtop this, otherwise the crust will become a little soggier. Now goes in mozzarella cheese. Now let's move on to step 4, which is baking. I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven at 200 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure it doesn't brown too much. Pizza is ready. Now is the time to splash some extra virgin olive oil. And finally, some fresh basil leaves. Well, so this is your pizza margherita ready. Do try it at home and do let us know how you like it. Wait for what next? The Bombay Chef gets into your kitchen.